Hello, Becoming More. This is Mark, and I just wanted to jump on here real quick. This is my very first live video in our group, and I wanted to check it out, see how it worked, and just talk about something that I think is in the air. It's in the news and things, and it's this idea of a vaccine. Okay, and what I want to do is this is going to be called Becoming More Educated, and educated from the standpoint that we have to shed some light on the truth of what's going on. I'll first start out. I'm not an anti-vaccine person. My kids have been vaccinated for various things when they were children. So let's start with that. But what I am against and what I'm not for is um, when we promote something without promoting something else. And here's what I mean by that. The title is Physically Healthy Lifestyle versus a Vaccine. Okay. And so here's what I want to say. If this is December 18th, I believe, 2020, we have been facing a coronavirus pandemic, so to speak, since March, right? And I have watched and been a part of listening to some of the things that have been spoken about this virus and the dangers and that we need to do this and this and this. And I've never once heard anyone share how living a healthy, especially a physically healthy lifestyle will prevent or help to combat this disease. I have not heard one thing, and I maybe I missed it, maybe it was in there somewhere, but as a health and physical education teacher, with master's degrees and all kind of things in education. My wife has been a teacher, health and phys ed teacher for over 13 years. We have a health and wellness business here and educating people and becoming more. We understand what a healthy lifestyle is all about. And I'm just so confused, and maybe you are too, what we can pump and promote a vaccine as a solution, but yet we haven't for 9, maybe now 10 months, not once talked about how a healthy lifestyle can be effective in combating the coronavirus. Will it stop you from getting the coronavirus? No. But if you read the CDC's website, it even says there that getting the vaccine may not prevent you from getting coronavirus. So you still need to wear your mask and do all this other stuff. And so my point is in my talk or quick conversation with you tonight is let's be realistic. Let's really think. Let's educate ourselves. Can a physically healthy lifestyle trump or be better than maybe just getting a vaccine? And why haven't we talked about it? And why haven't we promoted something? Because here's what I want to share. I want to share a simple fact with you. And I listen, death of any kind is horrible. It's horrific. But the fact is we all die. All of us do. And here's the thing. When I looked at the numbers, when you look at 17.3 million people have had coronavirus and 300,000 people have died from coronavirus, which again is horrific. Nobody should die from anything, but that's not the way our world works. It's roughly 98% of the people get well. And I know people are going to get on here and say, well, that's because we don't know the secondary side effects. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. I can't predict the future either, but neither can you. And so when we look at pure statistics and numbers, it is a 98% or over a 98% chance that your body, your immune system will fight the coronavirus by itself and you will come out on the other side. Notice I'm not saying that you might not get sick, you might have, diarrhea, you might have a fever, you might go to the hospital. I'm not saying that, but the facts are over 98% of the people get well from the coronavirus. Okay? They have a vaccine that has been proven to be 95% effective against the coronavirus. My body is 98+% able to fight the coronavirus. A vaccine is 95% effective. I just want you to hear that. That's where the education comes in. Hear that. Ask yourself if it makes sense. And here's some of the conclusions that I have come to why majority of American people would much rather get a vaccine than live a physically healthy lifestyle. And I will say this, America is one of the laziest, most obese, overweight countries in the world. In the world. The statistics prove it. And so when I say that when 98% of the people are getting well, it's not like the top percentage of the people are these elite athletes that are getting well. What we're finding is that 90% of the population, which is already overweight and obese and not healthy, is overcoming it. So my question to you is, is why aren't more people, and why isn't the media and the government pumping health and wellness and feeling better? Well, here's why. I think part of the reason is a vaccine is easy. It's easy. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to change any behaviors. I don't have to change my habits. I don't have to do anything. I can go in as I am and leave as I am and hope that I'm 95% effective against the virus and I don't get any side effects. That's key. There's no discipline involved in getting a vaccine. Like I said, there's nothing to it. You literally walk in, walk out, and hope that you feel better and that there's nothing else that they put inside of it that has anything ill effects or any side effects. We have yet to determine that because there's more clinical studies that happen. As the CDC website said, they do more studies after people have already had it in them so they can get more of a gauge. So at right now, at best, we're 95%. We may find out it's 60% effective. Again, I will take my chances, not anti-vaccination, but I'm taking my chances on living a physically healthy lifestyle that it's 98+% effective against a virus and most viruses in general. And so why don't people want to live a physically healthy lifestyle? Number one, I think it is, like I said, it's difficult. You have to make choice and decisions daily and discipline yourself daily, not as if it's a chore, not as if it's hard, but as a part of your lifestyle to say, I'm going to choose a couple of things that are healthy for me rather than something that's not. It really doesn't, living a physically healthy lifestyle isn't just a quick diet or go to the gym. There's more to it. And that's why America is so obese, because we don't get to the heart of the matter. Why do I live an unhealthy lifestyle? What has happened to me? In fact, I even made the comment to my wife today about, the coffee and creamer that I drink. And I said, it's my comfort. I like it, man. It's cold out. It's warm inside, but it's an excuse that I use to buy into why I need that. So Americans do the same thing with their diets and their nutrition and then why they don't exercise. And we have to understand the mindset that goes behind. Again, there's a big message behind here when it comes to marketing strategies, how the government and how big corporations and how the farmers and all that there's a big loop there. Pharmaceuticals is tied into that. Everything is interconnected on why we can't get out of the trap. And I'll be honest, from my perspective, they don't want you out of their trap, because then they would have control over you. You'd be free thinking. You'd be able to make healthy lifestyle choices. They don't want to promote health and wellness because you might get out of their cycle of, really, it's an addictive cycle of health, pharmaceuticals, and I'll go in on other videos about this, but that is my point. There's no freedom. And so I want to just speak to you here in these, 5 to 10 minutes about this. What do you choose? How do you want to step forward? Living in fear, worry, stress, anxiety? I will tell you, I haven't worried 1 second about the coronavirus because I know I take care of myself. Am I ideally, 5% body fat and super ripped super dad? No, I'm a normal guy that lives a normally healthy lifestyle. When I go overboard, I cut it back. I make sure that my mindset is in the right place, that my heart is where it's supposed to be. I try to check and identify areas of my life that might trigger unhealthy living habits. I try to move every day, at least for 30 minutes. I don't try to go crazy. Sometimes I used to go crazy at the gym and then I'd burn out. Sometimes I would try quick diets and I would burn out. And they never worked in the long run. So I want you to think, maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Sure, listen, if you want to go get the coronavirus vaccine, by all means, I'm not here to tell you what to do, but I want to educate you. I want you to think and plant a seed in your mind that says, maybe I don't need this. Maybe I just need to focus on my health and wellness in this coming year, because we're stepping into a new year. And I want to encourage a lot of you, shake the dust of 2020 off. It is time to step into what 2021 has for you. And it's no more fear, no more worry, no more stress. And it's talking, and the word is maintaining a physically healthy lifestyle. And when you can start to do that, you start to create daily disciplines and have accountability in a community that will lift you up and not encourage negativity. You will find that you won't worry and you won't have fear, and you will be able to step in to who you're supposed to be. And that's what becoming more is all about. You guys have an amazing day. I hope this first video blesses you. If you need to, check out our workout videos, 30 minutes or less. They are fantastic by our coaches, and they're encouraging as well. And that's what makes it different. Sure, you can go get a great workout, but can you get an encouraging word along with it? We love you. Hope you have an amazing day. Goodbye.